The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office tells us they have now identified 33 of the 56 bodies found decomposing at a Southside funeral home last week.
25 of those families have been notified. CBS News Chicago investigator Megan DeMar joins us now live from the Morgan Park neighborhood where several families gathered looking for answers. Megan?
Right, Joe and Erica, and some don't know if their loved one was among those decaying bodies found last week. They all described Morgan's funeral home as sketchy, and they say something should have been done sooner about this. A team of lawyers was offering legal advice to the families who may have been impacted. Sheila Clark-Jones told me her niece's funeral was at the South Chicago Chapel Funeral Home on July 18th. She says some people did notice a bad odor at the time. The remains were supposed to be cremated, and then the family was supposed to come pick them up at a later date, but then she saw the news, and now she's not sure what happened to her niece's remains.
It's very hard. It's very hard because it's almost like she's dying twice, if that makes sense. It's hard.
I don't know. Bottom line is I don't know if my mom's in her grave. I'm praying she is.
And there you just heard from Jacqueline Russ, who told me her mother's remains were taken to the same funeral home when she died in 2024. But since this was not an open casket, she says she was left wondering whether her mother was actually buried and whether she was treated with respect. Now, meanwhile, funeral home directors across the country tell me they are outraged by this case, not just because it paints the industry in a bad light, but because they say this could have been prevented with the right regulation.
How could this happen, considering what happened a year ago?
The discovery last week exposed a gap that funeral directors I spoke to say should have been closed more than a year ago. Clark Morgan operated a crematory in Chicago Heights that was shut down in 2025, accused of mishandling the bodies of people who had recently died. His wife, Johanna Morgan, was allowed to continue running the South Chicago Chapel Funeral Home, where more than 50 decomposing bodies were discovered last week. Because crematories are regulated by the Illinois State Comptroller's Office and funeral homes fall under the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation, no single agency was tracking both businesses or the family that ran them.
I mean, the obvious evidence here early on is just absolutely inexcusable and deplorable.
In Indiana, that kind of regulatory agency gap doesn't exist, according to Andy Clayton, executive director of the Indiana Funeral Directors Association.
Why wasn't the state of Illinois watching these folks? How could they possibly be back in business?
Attorney Michael Sharkey, who represents the Illinois Funeral Directors Association and several other state associations, pointed to a case in Minnesota where regulation is also under one roof as a model for what ongoing oversight should look like.
They did surprise inspections every couple of months. They did audits. They were absolute under scrutiny. I can't help but wonder that if the state of Illinois had taken that approach, this would not have happened.
So in New Jersey, there's a separation just like Illinois. When something as disturbing as what happened in Chicago comes...
George Kelder of the New Jersey State Funeral Directors Association said the Illinois situation reflects a broader problem seen across the country, regulatory agencies that lack the authority, staffing, and funding to act proactively.
They should have said, oh, the Morgans, do they own any other businesses in the state of Illinois? It's almost a lack of intellectual curiosity.
Now, the Comptroller's Office told us they repeatedly urged IDFPR to take away Johanna Morgan's funeral director's license. We asked IDFPR to respond to that claim several days ago, but they still have not gotten us an on-the-record response. We will, of course, keep following up, and we have several pending records requests. Joe and Erica.
All right. Megan, thank you.